You know, a viewer from Bemidji wants to go back to the minimum wage question, and I'm going to direct this to you, Senator Thompson, because it seems like that's where the question was directed, and revisit this question. This viewer indicates that the viewer keeps hearing about lost jobs if the minimum wage is increased, and would like to have some identification of what jobs will be lost. I think it's a challenge to whether or not that statement is accurate. So let's hear your response to the minimum wage question, and maybe you can also respond to Senator Eakin's point here on that question.
Sure. Well, as I indicated when we first talked about this, it's not Dave saying that, it's this Congressional Budget Office saying that the minimum wage increases cause unemployment. Secondly, just economic theory and common sense tells you anytime you raise the price of something, less of it is demanded. And a wage increase is an increase in the price of labor. But I found it interesting that in my local paper, my home paper, there was an editorial slamming me for the position that I have taken and saying, no businesses, no nothing. They don't respond to a raise in the minimum wage. On the front page of that same paper, if minimum wage goes up, Lakeville VFW will close. So there's anecdotal evidence, there's CBO statistics, and there's common sense. When you increase the price of anything, there's less demand for it. And you know, you talk to restaurateurs, again, particularly in our border cities, they'll tell you they just can't keep up.
Jobs lost, minimum wage. What do you think, Senator Eakin?
Yeah, well, I think, you know, we need to take into consideration the fact that when the minimum wage is increased, again, that money does go right back into the economy again. So that helps to generate more economic activity and hopefully more jobs in the future. So as far as the job loss issue is concerned, it's probably a wash at best. It may actually create more jobs in the end because you're going to be generating that greater economic activity. So I don't think that the job loss argument is as strong. I do agree that we have to be careful that we don't do things too aggressively and too abruptly because obviously employers do need to be able to adjust and they do need to be able to plan. And I think in terms of small employers in particular, I do think that we need to have a lower minimum wage when we're talking about small businesses in the smaller towns because they really are struggling. And there are some these business people in these smaller towns who are themselves making less than the minimum wage when you count all the hours that they work and how much they're receiving. So I am sensitive to that issue, but the minimum wage hasn't been increased in quite some time. It's far behind what it used to be. I don't think just bringing the minimum wage up to what it used to be adjusted for inflation is going to create undue harm for our economy.
We've been kind of picking on you, Senator Thompson, so we'll give you the last shot on this question.
All right. The idea that raising the minimum wage puts money in the economy, no, it transfers it from one place to another. So if somebody over here gets a raise from $7.25 to $9.50 an hour, and say 3 or 4 employees get that raise, but the 4th or 5th employee has to be let go because the employer can't afford it, that has not increased money into the economy. Raising the minimum wage, transferring money from one group of people to another does not increase productivity or economic activity. It's a wealth transfer. Now, I'm not saying that that's necessarily always and under all circumstances bad, but you make it sound as though, well, that increased wage just creates more money in the economy. No, it doesn't. It takes it from someplace else.